Finding a lane, he barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Flacco. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. From the gun, Flacco. This one complete to Theo Riddick. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. I got you.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Flacco, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
A 46-yard attempt.
And McManus missed it. How about that? No good. Wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. This one off target.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Keenum. Open man is Trey Burton. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You talk about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead, regroup your guys, and figure out a way to slow down this attack.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Davis, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Broncos 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now it's Flacco. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but now it's 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. When you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Keenan. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get this.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. First down, a run with Cohen. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Keenum going to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. That's going to be caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his second touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point safely through, and that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
That one, 28 yards on the ground. Off the play fake, Keenum. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 17-0 our score after one. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a second down coming up. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. This is Cohen. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. From the gun, it's Keenum letting one go deep. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton, his second touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On the ground, it's Riddick. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
On second down, it's Cohen. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 22, Keenum. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked off by Bryce Callahan.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Flacco from the gun. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Here's Flacco. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. You take it right on the 30. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Get ready. Check 9. We go 52.
They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Keenum. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Open man there is Patterson, complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
First down, Bears.
Keenum now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's easy work and it's coming.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Broncos' 39-yard line.
Tackles.
From the 39, Keenum. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Allen Robinson, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to pour it on. No problem there on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
To pass, Flacco. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Run! Scoot. Watch the screen.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff
into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move. Hey. 4 down.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Flacco completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Charles, whatever. Going on between his ears right now. It's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I know he ain't got it.
They try again with Cohen. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Hey, go, Roger.
From the gun, here's Keenum. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete right side to Gabriel. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
At their